All right, folks, let's talk about probably the craziest thing on Monday Night Raw today. Bron Breakker has absolutely lost it. The Vision had a tag team matchup against Penta and Dragon Lee because they were an integral part of CM Punk retaining his championship. When the Vision tried to get involved last week to help out Bron Breakker, those two men were part of the reason why the Vision was not able to change the outcome of the match. And Bron Breakker was upset. Austin Theory and Bronson Reed, they weren't getting it done. And the next thing you know, Bron Breakker is coming down the ramp at 23 miles an hour, and he spears Dragon Lee in half. I mean, you don't even see him coming. And then by the time you do see him coming, there is somebody midair getting split in half. Bron Breakker is absolutely pissed because he did not capture the World Heavyweight Championship last week on Monday Night Raw. And, Bronson Reed continues the attack. Adam Pearce at this point is getting in Bron Breakker's face saying he told Heyman this wasn't going down tonight. And now he's telling him to his face that it's not going down tonight. And Bron Breakker is just getting more upset by the minute. Logan Paul, Austin Theory, all trying to hold out. All trying to hold back Bron Breakker so that he doesn't get himself suspended or fired or worse. And, they were unsuccessful by, the next 2 minutes because Bron Breakker grabbed Adam Pearce by the collar, by the jacket, saying, "What are you going to do?" repeatedly. So this is absolutely amazing. I think this is the perfect angle for Bron Breakker. And this is, a situation where fans are getting more and more interested in Bron Breakker. If you weren't a Bron Breakker fan or believer, I think you have to be at this point. He's really playing his character to a T. I loved, a quote that a podcast got. I'm not sure where it's from, but he's saying he's tired of all these 80-year-olds walking around, that he wants to extinguish all the 80-year-olds walking around in WWE because they're past their prime and it's now their time to shine and all this stuff. Something to that effect. I just love that. And I agree with that. There's so many industries, and WWE's, no exception, to where, the young generation, they get restless. We get restless. We want our shot. And I think this is something that a lot of, Gen Zers can, relate to in terms of, finding a job and whatnot. You want that shot, and you told you don't have the experience, or this guy's been here longer. It's always a seniority thing. So it's a really relatable angle. Now, the way he's going about it is crazy, and you can only get away with that in professional wrestling. But it's cool that he's playing that angle of he wants his shot now. And I think this is going to help him, gain traction to win the Royal Rumble, or at least be a prospect to win the Royal Rumble. So awesome.